What gave you the courage to make the transition to actually say, I'm not going to sell drugs, get quick money no more, rob this place or that place? What gave you the confidence to basically change, actually do it?
Boy, like I said, obviously had faith, in God, and obviously prayed to God and asked Him to provide for my family, and for me, and etc. And I say the thing that kind of made me want the job so much is like I didn't want to sell drugs. I didn't want to come out with my iman so high, and I didn't want to go back. I wanted to just look forward, and that's
jail you're talking about, yeah?
Yeah, from jail, and not even just from going jail. I just say I didn't want to go back to how I used to be. You know what I mean? That whole lifestyle, drugs, money. I'm just trying to get away from it. So I say that was a drive that you have to have that in yourself. You have to build that courage and that drive to say, you know what, I'm going to stop and move forward.
But how did you know that you could achieve it when you'd never done it before?
I just say, I'll say my faith in God, that kind of encouragement as well, and just that drive, that drive to earn the halal living, and that's just a drive that you need to build up in yourself. No one can do it for you. So I'd say the brothers out there or sisters that are looking for work and trying to change and they live in a way that they feel is not right, I just say just have that drive, and obviously meet the right people, because right now, alhamdulillah, a lot of brothers, there's a lot of business going out there where you can even start your own business, and it's not too late to actually say, you know what, if I'm not a type of person that should be working, find something to do that you can earn your own money in your own business.
So you're saying basically, even if if a person's all he's done is been in a gun, all he's been is gone in and out of jail, no GCSEs, it is possible for him to get a job because you've done it.
Yeah, and that's right. And if not, then you just got and make a job for yourself, i.e. start your own business and make work for yourself, because we're living in London, you know what I mean, and it's like there's so much going on, so much opportunity, so we'll be stupid to not take it and make the most of it. So that's what I learned, that it's a drive, that drive inside you and that faith with God, and you can make that step.
But now that you're working, and that you're earning money slowly and this, that, that, is it frustrating? Before you could most probably make must be 100 grand a week by doing certain things easily. You know what I'm saying? How do you handle the sabah? Are you happier now with earning less? I
would say, to be honest, it's like going back to to be honest, even when I was younger, to be honest, I would say that the money that we was getting from before was not even as much as I say as now. I'll say much money as in general. It wasn't a lot of money, to be honest. I wouldn't say I was top, you know what I mean? I wouldn't lie.
Of
So
course,
I'd say, to be honest, it was now actually having paid, because every time I used to get money or things like that, it's like I end up going to prison anyway. Or I end up getting arrested, or I end up getting it missing, or it gets so it's like actually being in a situation where I'm working now, and I know, alhamdulillah, there's always a nice sum of money going in my account monthly. It feels better, to be honest, because it's money. Consistent money. It feels better than how it was when I was on the road, I'll say, because on the road it's like you do think you can have the most money, then it just goes like that. But alhamdulillah, when you're working for it, don't get me wrong, my aim is to make a lot of money, you know what I mean, anyway, inshallah, but it's like, even the slow money that we're getting, even if it's a little money, but with your planning and your money management, it becomes a lot of money, you know what I mean, and Allah makes it a lot for you, because with that money, you can do so much, So I'll say, and if I'm not going to prison, alhamdulillah, if nothing is stopping me from making this money, it's like over a year, it becomes a lot of money. You know what I mean? If I'm working 2-3 years, it become more money than certain people spend on the road, you know, because you end up going in prison anyway. So I say that I probably see more money now, working, alhamdulillah, constantly keeping my job over the 2-3 years I've been working, than I would have probably saw if I was on the road for a year. You know what I mean? So alhamdulillah, it has its benefit, you know.
Why do you think that people who are raised in a Jamaican Christian family, choose Tawheed and the oneness of Allah, over the Trinity, when that's their background, that's their whole family, and there's going to be a lot to go through. They know if they choose it, there's going to be a lot to go through.
I think that it's just they feel that, to be honest, I think they feel that with the Trinity scenario thing and the whole methodology of the Trinity, Holy Trinity, like it's confusing, you know. And from a Muslim point of view, it's like it only makes sense, you know what I mean, to have one God, you know what I mean. You don't want to have all these gods and you don't know who's who and who's power over what God. So one God makes sense, you know what I mean, one creator. And I'll be honest, you know, and when you're trying to ask a person about the Trinity, it's like you get to a stage where it's confusing, you know. And if with Islam we have all the answers that we need, you know. And some people, it's hard for some people to understand that, especially my parents and, you know, and the older generation. It's like it's harder for them to understand, because I think with Christianity comes with a lot of, with a lot of religious culture things that they've used to, like gospel, and it's more of a not, I won't say
entertainment.
More entertaining to them, because it feels that you singing and making music is worshipping your Lord. But from a Muslim point of view now, looking at a Christian, I say it's like you have to understand now that a Muslim, when we go to worship, when we're going to, we don't know distraction is between me and God, you know. And some people don't understand that, and they think that you have to make a hype about it when you want to worship your God, but there's no need, you know what I mean, because God can hear everything, you know what I mean, He knows everything, you know what I mean. So I would say probably this is why people change that, and they feel that calling Jesus Son of God is like you're decreasing the attributes of God, you know what I mean. It's like from my point of view anyway, I've always known that God is out of this world, so why would He have a child, or why would He have a son, you know? Why would He have one son, or why would He put Jesus in this earth and making Him a God when He is a God? So why would we have to worship why would we have to worship Jesus, you know? When I can worship God straight away, like it's like, why would I have to go to one person when I can go straight to the main person? So, you know, that's from my point of view, from Christians that I've spoken to, it's like this is what makes them leave, you know. And it's just the whole Trinity and the whole Christianity is not really clear. So
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim wa salatu wassalam ala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Shaheed, you know, mashallah, you're a young brother, you're married now, and this, that, and the other, and so forth. Like, basically, before Islam, and generally now, how do men on road view women, females, girls, this, that, and so forth? How do they look at them? Do they respect them? Do they look down on them? How do they look at them?
I would say before I took Shahada, you know, obviously used to just look at women like, you know, obviously I would say it's about that we used to look at women how they look at themselves, to be honest, you know what I mean. And obviously you did have some girls that obviously respect for themselves, but majority of the girls that we used to deal with didn't have respect for themselves, so this is the why we didn't respect them, you know. And we used to obviously look at them, you know, as just like as just possession material, you know. We didn't really look at them as anything, you know. We just obviously deal with them and just let them go, or you know what I mean. But like I say, as time goes by, even now as you get older, it's like you see women nowadays, even if you're married, alhamdulillah, if you're married or you're not married, but it's like being a Muslim now, looking at women that are not dressed correctly, that are not, you know, that are not basically not a Muslim woman should look like. It's like we just look at them as, you know, it's just like there's no respect, you know. You know, it's not that respect that you see with a sister wearing the niqab or covered up, and you know, and obviously for the sisters that are trying to cover up, and you know, it's like, don't be jealous of these women that are not covered up and they're dressing summertime, or they're dressing inappropriate, because us men, anyway, us real men, yeah, that looking for a mother for our child, our children, or you know what I mean, or for our offspring, we look at this, we prefer be with the sisters that are wearing the niqab and the hijab and etc. and the abaya, and you know, covering up so, because that's what we want for our daughters.
Mashallah.
So, you know, and at the same time, I just say that, and the women that are obviously undressing for these so-called mandem guys and etc., and they're dressing up thinking that man wants them and etc., it's like, you have to remember, first impressions, you know, count. So when a person sees you wearing something that's sexually seductive, he's gonna think, you know what, I wanna lay with that girl. You know, he's not gonna be thinking, oh, that's good, I want her to be my wife. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna think, oh, you know, he's gonna think, you know, I just wanna get down with
So
it.
they're saying, well, these women that walk around in tight jeans and tight tops and this, and show their cleavage and this, that, and short mini skirts and that, they do get attention.
Yeah,
but that doesn't mean that men think they're special.
Yeah, they'll get attention. They'll get like attention of how like an animal just looks on them. You know what I mean? That's how that sort of attention they'll get. Because it's like, you have to remember, innit? It's like first impressions. So if I go to an interview, and I'm wearing a suit, it looks like I'm taking it serious. So if I'm going to meet a woman and she's dressed half naked, that you're showing me that you don't mind doing certain things with me. You know what I mean?
Or seeing certain things.
Yeah, or see. Thank you. So if you're already showing me half your body, you know, and I have everything, like I've just met you, so imagine when I do start to meet you. So it's all about impression. So I would say for women, it's just first impressions count, you know, and that's how it's always been, especially if you're a man or not. But a real man that wants to work, that wants to come back to his lovely wife, you know, they're gonna obviously want to have that woman that is gonna be respectful to what she wears, you know, because us men are jealous as well. So we don't want our women to obviously. You don't want every man to know how your wife's shape is, or you don't want every man to know what your wife wears and what lingerie she's wearing, because she might bend down to pick up something and everything's up. So you know, it's like, you know, our Muslim women anyway, you know, they're obviously wearing these abayas and hijab and niqab because not out of oppression, but out of respect for themselves, and obviously out of what they want, obviously, their future daughters to be wearing, and this is what we all want as a Muslim family. But
Shahid, why is it in London or in the Western world, yeah? Why we have so many single mothers and fatherless children? Why do you think it's that women just get breed up and then dashed and guys, it's like if they lost their wallet somewhere or their key somewhere, they go back to look for it, but guys just breed girls up and then basically move on to the next chicken and next chicken.
Like I was saying before, I think it goes back down to, you know, how a woman portrays herself. There might be, you know, one dance, you know, and they see a girl, you know, obviously wearing attractive clothes, they look at her, she looks at him, you know, they're seductive with each other, you know what I mean, they're seducing each other, then worst comes to worst, they go back home, do what they have to do, and someone gets pregnant. Then when the guy finds out that she got pregnant, it's like, nah man, because he's been doing the same thing with so much women, so it's like he won't even care about her, because he just thought, you know, she don't need to know me, or it was a one night stand. You know, but they forget that now when you have a child with someone, you have to be in that person's life forever. You know what I mean? But